So you got this cool looking little backpack, and you're wondering what's in the bag, Jack. You know, like the seven, like seven. Anyway, so you've got the Scarlett Solo, which is the interface. Got mounting brackets, a microphone, and an XLR cable. That's how the microphone plugs into the interface. Next thing that you're wondering is what the actual fuck do I do with all of this shit? So I'm gonna tell you what to do with it. Starting with the microphone. This is leather pouch right here. You unzip that, pull that out. Now the front end of the microphone is this little pop filter here. You're gonna want to speak into that end. The back side of the microphone is literally labeled the back, so always have that facing away from you whenever you're speaking into it. Sometimes this little filter can kind of slide around, so make sure that you check before we start recording that it's not sideways. If it's sideways, you can see these little bars. Just check the back and make sure it literally says back. That's all you need to know about that. Mounting brackets. You've got this swivel arm thingy, and then you've got a tripod. So starting with the tripod, the bottom of the tripod has this little spinny disc, or that's where the microphone mounts. So you're gonna put the microphone into that little circle, and it might get stuck a little bit, so you're gonna have to spin it backwards till it clicks. That noise right there, and then it'll spin on nice and easy. If it's not spinning on easy, then it's not threaded correctly. So just make sure you spin it back like I just showed you. And after it's standing properly, you can loosen the bottom to change the direction that the mic is facing, to left and to the left or the right. And then it swivels a little bit on that axis as well, so you can spin it left or right. And then this knob here adjusts up and down motion. So if you have it on a bookshelf or something, you can kind of face it downward toward you. The next option you have is this articulating arm, which is my preferred option. You take the base of this articulating arm and then you stab it into this little kind of vice grip thing that sticks on a desk. And the idea is that you spin it to tighten it onto the desk with that little device right there. It does require kind of a nice square desk. My desk is a perfect example. If you don't have a good 90-degree angled desk or table, then you're probably better off using the tripod. But when you're tightening it, you don't have to tighten it super tight, just kind of finger tight. You don't need to wrench it on there. Then, of course, you stab the articulating arm into this area here. Just make sure you unscrew that bolt a little bit to make sure it fully clicks into place. And then the place that the mic goes into, these two little arms, you kind of squeeze those and it creates an opening for the mic to slide into. Just like that, it slides in. Then you let go of those arms and it tightens. It's not going to slide out. It's super safe. Next up is the Focusrite, the interface. This little pretty guy right here, pretty thing. Hidden under the knobs is a USB thumb drive? A flash drive? Yeah, whatever. That thing. It's got cactuses on it. It's cute. Then you got the interface itself. Super red, super shiny. And hidden under this little flap here is the cable, the USB cable that attaches the interface to your computer. So one side is USB-C, that goes into the interface, and then USB on the other side. I already plugged in the USB part, so I've got the cable fed through already. The USB-C port on the back of the Focusrite right there just plugs into a USB-C cable that's plugged into your computer already. When you plug it in, it lights up like that. That'll tell you right away whether or not it's actually attached. This little knob here is a volume knob. You want to make sure that that's generally pointed to your right. So like 3/4 of the way. You want it 3/4 of the way up. Give or take from there, it doesn't really matter. I can adjust volumes after the fact. But volume-wise, that's usually where you want it. The XLR cable, it's got 3 prongs. And then the interface has 3 holes. So plug the 3 prongs into the 3 holes. Then on the other side of the XLR cable, you're gonna plug it to the mic, which the mic has 3 prongs, and then the cable has 3 holes, so same idea. There's really no way to reverse orient it. It's just, yeah, just plug it in. Now that everything's set up, you're gonna take the USB drive, and then, yeah, you just slide it out like that. And then you're gonna plug it into your computer. And then hopefully you'll get it on the first try. It took me 2, I think a 2 here, yeah. Trying to fucking plug that thing in. Just gotta, yeah, there you go. It's in. Okay. Then go to your computer. And you're going to click on File Explorer. So just open your files. And then click on this PC. Right there. And the flash drive is pretty much completely empty. So just click on the emptiest thing. There's 2 things here. Don't worry about the second thing. It's not important. Click on the first folder. And one of these icons will show up as a computer. That is the one that you need to click. So the blank ones, don't worry about them. Just click on the computer looking icon one. So that's going to be the proper install for your operating system. And then you're just going to go through the setup wizard. And Focusrite is a very credible company. I mean, Focusrite is literally like one of the nicest interface companies there is out there. So they're not going to add any crazy bloatware or malware or anything. I will say for installation, try to do just the USB installation, not the full installation, just so you don't install things that you don't need for what we're doing. And you're gonna uninstall it later anyway. So just USB installation. Then you gotta sit through all this loading. All the loading. Just gonna load. Yeah, I'm doing something else. Hey, cool. And then it's going to ask to restart your computer. So you just do that. Okay, now that the entire thing's installed on your computer, just click Direct Monitor so that you can use headphones. And then click the 48 volt button to make sure that your mic is getting power. After it's getting power, every time you talk into the mic, that little green light will flash around it to tell you that you're getting feedback. Then you can plug your headphones in. It's definitely better if you plug your headphones in, because if you don't, if you use speakers, then it might feed back into your, like my voice will feed back into your microphone and I'll hear myself and it'll echo and it'll be a whole crapshoot. So yeah, just use headphones, please. And then the last piece of advice, hi by the way, the last piece of advice is the microphone sounds the best when you're within 2 full hands from it. So I just, like whenever I'm talking, I'll just, like if I'm 2 hands away from the device, then I know I'm gonna, like my volumes are gonna be correct. I'm not gonna sound like I'm like far away, and I'm not gonna be like ASMR close, you know? So just 2 hands, rule of thumb. Otherwise, yeah, you're all set. You're good to go. I have a second video that I'm gonna post online, and it's going to show you how to take everything down after you're done. So yeah, thanks for being on the show. Very excited for our conversation, I promise you. Yeah, I don't invite people that suck on here. So, and I individually, like I don't like just generally source shit. I look at people individually and I go like, you'd be a good fit. So you made the cut. Goodbye.